Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Shai Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, America is Rome all over again. Proof. Now, there was a video that was up that I didn't get a chance to watch the whole video earlier. This was put up 8 hours ago, so it was sometime in the morning before I did my video. So I noticed, I checked my notifications, and this popped up. It says, why are billions of people thinking about ancient Rome? So immediately, what came to my mind was, this because this is Rome all over again, and these people, mostly Edomite men, some of the women, they think about Rome because they were back in Rome. Everything is reincarnated. The people of ancient Rome, the Edomites I'm talking about, because the Romans descended from the ancient biblical Edomites. You have scholars that'll tell you that. Small hat scholars, okay? So anyway, came across this video, watched some of it. I watched a little bit of it. I said I was going to come back. Then I watched a little bit more. It's almost 7 minutes into a 43 minute 33 second video. So I'm right here. And when you watch, as a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Let me do this right here. I hope you can pick this up. Yeah, you should be able to pick it up. If not, I'll do it again. So just listen up.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
3 times a day. Okay, so I fell down the straight men thinking about the Roman Empire rabbit hole, and
Anyway, you got that. You can watch it yourself, because you know how YouTube do. So, but this is supposed to be TikTok. Or this could be a short on YouTube, because you have your shorts on YouTube, which they got from the idea from the TikTok videos, which is short videos. But there's a trend. It's a trend on TikTok, but it's also a trend on YouTube as well. So I put in people thinking about ancient Rome. A brief history of the Roman Empire enhance your knowledge. And if you call yourself going into the scriptures, the prophecies of the scriptures, you have to, when you come across prophecies concerning ancient Hebrew, Rome and the New Rome, you have to have some type of knowledge of the way they lived in ancient Rome. So, and I did several videos. I did one recently on Rome, ancient Rome, pretty much comparing to the New Rome. This is the New Rome. This is spiritual Rome, like it says in Revelation 11:8, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. The Lord could have put in spiritually called Sodom, Egypt, and Rome. But when John received those visions, he was in Rome. So it says here, Roman Empire. Why are guys, mainly Edomites, thinking about the Roman Empire? This was put up 3 weeks ago. The Roman Empire, blah, 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 blah. So you can watch these videos. Now this one I said, woo. Anyway, Rome did not exist because Italians weren't Etruscans. Because the original people of Rome were Etruscans, and then Esau came in and pushed them out. And there's that. You got to go into that history if you can find it. The Etruscans were sons of Japhet. What did Romans think of Egypt? Well, the Julian calendar was based upon the ancient Egyptian calendar. Julius Caesar had spent some months in Egypt to perfect that calendar. So your Julian calendar and your Gregorian calendar, your Gregorian calendar is based upon the Julian calendar. The Julian calendar is based upon the Egyptian calendar. Ancient Rome was crazy. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this later. Not gonna put it up now. So I'm just backing off of the video that the elder, the chief elder out of Dallas did. And I'm always kind of intrigued about, I was at school. I like history, ancient history. I love those ancient movies. Anything that was ancient, well, biblical movies. If there was a movie based upon the Bible, I was there watching. I with my friends, I was like, shut the hell up! I'm trying to watch this movie. I remember something like once a year, if I'm not mistaken. I forget what time of the year, but around Easter, you would have the story of the Messiah, and then Jacob be in the house watching the story of the Messiah. Movies like the greatest story ever told. That was a good one. With Max von Sydow. And you had the movie The Ten Commandments. Now, where I used to live in the hood, when the Ten Commandments came on, there was nobody outside. Everybody was in the house watching that square-ass TV. Thinking that Moses was a cracker. See? And that's that Renaissance BS. See, when we were kids, we really thought, when we prayed, we pictured Edomites in the heavens. And see, that's why this devil's scared, because we're breaking out of this, man. It says, how often do men think about the Roman Empire? It should say white men, European men. Because that Hamites ain't thinking about no damn Ishmaelites ain't. Rome on my mind. Something on my mind, something on my mind. And these devils look like Romans. And see, Esau, he doesn't understand the concept of reincarnation. He doesn't understand that. Joe Rogan, I believe he's a Jake. He's a Irish Italian out of Boston, and he thinks a lot of spiritual things. They say why men are thinking, I gotta watch this. Gotta watch this. And this is all within the last 3 weeks. If you notice, 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. So the Most High is giving them, they're putting their spirit back in them. So it says why men are thinking about the Roman Empire at an alarming rate. Because the Most High is tapping into their subconscious mind. What does it say in Jude? It says, by way of remembrance, though ye once knew this. It's in Jude and it's in someplace else. But the first precept that popped up in my head was Jude. Though ye once knew this. In the land of their captivities, that's Baruch 2, they shall remember themselves. So guess what? If we're gonna remember ourselves, then these Edomites got to remember who they were. So the Most High is putting that spirit back in them. TikTok trend shows men think about the Roman Empire often. Yeah, because they were Romans. Anytime you make a movie about Rome, you don't get Arabs to play the Roman Caesar. You don't get Moabites. You don't get Hamites. You always get Edomites. You throw a toque on his ass, a rosemary wreath on his head, and that's a Roman, you know. Bizarre TikTok trend reveals men think about the Roman Empire a lot. And these guys look like Romans. You can put them armor on there. And you put them in a movie as an extra, they'll play a perfect Roman. Every single day. Why do men think about the Roman Empire so much? And they got to say white men. It ain't talking about men. Because like I said, Esau doesn't know how the spirit realm works. Esau doesn't know how the inner mind works. And this is all 3 weeks ago. I ain't finding no videos of like 6 months ago. So this is a thing that the Most High put it in there. What does it say in the dream and the vision of night? In Job, when deep sleep falleth upon a man, he seals their instruction. So the Most High is putting that spirit in them to know to connect with the ancient Roman Empire. This is amazing. This is amazing. This guy from the fallen state. The hell is his name? That dusty Negro. That dusty Uncle Tom Negro. If you go to YouTube and go to the fallen state, you'll see what I'm talking about. His name will come back to me. I mean, this is the Tom of all. He's a king of Sambos. There it is again. 3 weeks ago. Again, 3 weeks ago. Now this is 1 year ago, but it's not dealing with that subject. It's just talking about the archaeology. It says, here's why men really think about the Roman Empire. So I got to watch these videos. Why men, and like I said, it should be white men, not Hamites ain't thinking about Rome. Moabites ain't thinking about no damn Rome. You know? Ishmaelites ain't thinking, Elamites ain't thinking about no Rome. It says why men think about the Roman Empire so often. 5 reasons. There you got the black woman. She wants to chime in. Do you ever think about the Roman Empire? How often do men think about the Roman Empire? I gotta watch this guy. He does like documentaries. The real truth behind this TikTok trend. So I gotta watch all these videos. So anyway, you know what? Let me do this. Now what I put in is America is Roman. I was going to put in America is the Roman Empire again. But what came up, what popped up was America is Rome, or Roman Empire, or the Roman Empire. America is an empire in decline. That doesn't mean, okay, what I did here, okay, people, okay, is the U.S. based on the Roman Empire? The Romans established a form of government, a republic, that was copied by countries for centuries. In fact, the government of the United States is based partly on Rome's model. You go to the capital, the federal capital in D.C. looks like a scene out of Rome. The ladder to political power in the Roman Senate was different for wealthy patricians. Now, patricians would be your Republicans. Then for the lower class plebeians, your plebeians would be the Democrats. Patricians, you get the word father. Patriarchal, it's a tongue twister for me. Patrick, patriot. It means fathers. And plebeians means like the people. How is the U.S. similar to ancient Rome? I'm going to check out, I'll get ready to close in a minute. Similar to our modern world, the Romans held cultural events, built and stocked libraries. They got that from Alexander, the library in Alexandria, Egypt. Well, during that time period, the Ptolemaic period, and provided health care. People gather in town centers to read news on stone tablets. Now everybody got a TV. And the children attend school. You had the government school system. The government passed laws that protected its citizens. Why is Rome and America similar? The Roman Empire's government structure is very similar to the United States government because they both include 3 branches. The judiciary, which in the Constitution, that's Article 3 of the Constitution. Article 1 is the Congress, and Article 2 is the executive. That's where you got the president. The judiciary, the executive, that's your president and its cabinet, and the legislative, that's your Congress and Senate. The legislative branches are included in both civilizations. So this is Rome all over again. However, the Romans devised this system more than 2,000 years before the United States. Well, the United States is Rome all over again. Meaning the people. You have these presidents that sit up there in office. These guys were the Roman Caesars. And we do know, based upon the spirit, based upon faith, that this guy Trump, that's Nero. That's definitely Nero through the spirit. But we'll see. We'll see if I'm correct. Could the U.S. Be called an empire? Yeah, well, it has like 900 military bases all around the world. Anytime you have a military base in another country, that's an occupation. That means you control that country. While the United States has never officially identified itself and its territorial possession as an empire, some commentators have referred to the country as such, including Max Boot, Arthur M., whoever they are. Oh, let me check this out. Did the Romans explore America? Accumulating evidence shows ancient Roman and Carthaginian sailors appear to have explored North America long before the Vikings or Columbus. That's what they say. And if that was the case, they were Jake. That was when Jake was ruling. And the Carthaginian Empire was ruled by Hannibal Barca, one of the great leaders of that. And he was a Jake. So he could have went to the Americas. Some of the data includes artifacts and inscriptions found in Canada and dating back thousands of years. So that's some new information to me. What language the Romans speak? Latin and Greek. That's why we call it the Greco-Roman Empire. If you go to Romans chapter 16, you read that whole chapter, Paul greets these brothers and sisters in the faith, and they all have Greco-Roman names, meaning Greek names, whose father was a Greek. One of them Israelites was named Herod, or Herodian, which is the same thing, Herodian. Why didn't Rome colonize America? Two key reasons why the Romans did not cross the Atlantic. They didn't know there was any land west of the Atlantic, and assumed it was all ocean. They would have had little reason to travel to such a remote location, even if they had known of its existence. Yeah, because it wasn't time. The time came after the 1,000 years. See how this all makes sense? Did ancient Rome influence the United States? In addition to shaping America's governing structure and virtues, Rome also shaped America's expectations for its leaders and civic heroes. The best compliment an 18th century statesman could receive was a comparison to a Roman. Oh, you're just like a Roman. Yeah, and he was a Roman. Now, let me check this one out. Rome has the same latitude as the U.S. City of Chicago. The latitude of Rome is 4 degrees. The climate's Rome, Chicago, blah, blah, blah. Let me check this one out. What empire ruled America? British American comprised the colonial territories of the English Empire and the successor British Empire in the Americas from 1607 to 1783. Let me see this one. What 3 ideas did America get from Rome? America's advent of the executive, judicial, and legislative branches were directly derived from the ancient Roman model. In times of peace, the executive branch of the ancient Rome comprised 2 councils elected by Roman landowners, and that's in America too. The ones that can vote for the president was white landowners, not women, not slaves. Look at this. What did the U.S. copy from the Romans? Not surprisingly, then, Rome inspired many features of our own constitution, including its checks and balances, bicameral legislature, term limits, and age requirements. You got to be 35 years old or older to be a president. In some cases, the founders copied terms straight out of the Roman Constitution. Words like Senate, Capitol, and committee. So anyway, I'm gonna close on this. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.